Today, I myself have decided to go for the most underrated SCP that I think deserves way more attention. SCP-1025, also known as the Encyclopedia of Diseases. SCP-1025 is kept in a small containment room in Sector 2, placed oddly right across from the bathrooms. Strangely enough, it only requires a Level 0 keycard to enter. The item is a rather hefty hardcover book, about 1,500 pages in length, titled The Encyclopedia of Common Diseases. Curiously, anyone who reads it tends to develop symptoms of the very illnesses they study within its pages. Upon entering the containment room, you will be greeted by the entrance towards viewing room on the left and an entrance towards the containment chamber on the right. This is when the scientists give the class personnel their briefing before proceeding with a test. This containment chamber is oddly interesting since it may be contaminated from previous test objects. It is beautifully sealed by our engineers from the outside world. We do not want to bring any diseases from within the chamber out into the wild world. Also, there's a biohazard sign there for obvious reasons. Right outside of the chamber is where the viewing room is located. The control panel does a lot of things, all built for the convenience of our beloved scientists. It is air ventilated, so you wouldn't have to worry about the air quality inside and outside being completely shit. It is constantly regulated by our on-site personnel. This containment chamber itself is pretty luxurious and fancy. We want to preserve the same vibe as the atmosphere of which the SCP object was initially found. It resembles an old-school library style, which I think is extremely cozy if you wouldn't mind the contaminated air around the book caused by immense coughing from previous D-class personnel. However, due to its inanimate nature, it physically cannot breach containment on its own, but the Chaos Insurgency has attempted to steal it once. We got it back though, so there is no reason to worry. During a test, a D-class personnel is sent into the room and is instructed to read any page within the book. The encyclopedia is so packed with information, sometimes they might get lucky and get the zombie virus, also known as SCP-008. But don't worry, in the event of a test, Mobile Task Force Beta 7 designated mass hatters will be deployed to guard the containment chamber. They are trained to handle biohazard outbreaks, so their presence further enforces safety around the chamber. That's the end of my introduction. I hope you learned something from me. This is Professor Uzoma, and I hope you check out other videos filmed by Dr. Quarkley. He specifically reminded me to say this for whatever reasons.